This is the morning drive.
It may sound counterintuitive to say that Steph Curry is truly the most improved player in the league. Now, there are some worthy candidates. CJ McCollum coming from 6 or 8. Of course, I don't have my computer in front of me, but 6 or 8 points a game, moves all the way up to 20 points a game, but also his minutes doubled. But if you look at his per 36 minutes, which is an advanced statistic, you'll see that he's doing well in that area too. So it's not just a function of him getting more minutes. But with Steph Curry, we get to do something very ironic and iconic. We get to look back in history and say that this man that was the MVP and the guy that made it to the finals and led his team to a championship, that this man also is the most improved player. His points per game went up by 8 points. His rebounds went up. His field goal percentage went up by 2 points, or maybe 1.5 points. His per player efficiency rating went up 4 points to make it the greatest player efficiency rating of all time so far. I will never forget that Michael Jordan in 1988 won the MVP and the Defensive Player of the Year. It was something that we could tell our children about because the best player in the league was also the best defensive player in the league. And I am suggesting that Steph Curry, his ascent from good to great or from great to transcendent. The man was an MVP, but many people thought Harden should have been the MVP, and we can have revisionist history if we want, but the players, Corey Carlton, my brother, voted for the award. Regardless of the award was on BET, the players thought Harden was the MVP by a landslide. So we go from a disputed MVP to a guy that's in the conversation with some people, even if it's silly, with some people, to Jordan. That's a hell of a jump. And I think we look back 20 years from now, we're going to want Steph Curry as the most improved player just to put an exclamation point, just for future generations to look and say, wow. I remember reading the record books and seeing that Wilt Chamberlain once led the league in assists. It was such an odd thing after looking in the same record books and noting that Wilt Chamberlain also averaged 50 points a game in a season. It's insane when you really think about it. And when people go down the record books, kids 20 years from now, and they look and they see that this guy named Steph Curry, the greatest shooter of all time, was also the most improved player in 2015-16, it's just amazing. So for the sake of history, to mark what we are seeing in a single season or one season to the next, Steph Curry must be named most improved player. This is the morning drive. Hope you have a great day.